What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. Wow. So, as you man can see on your screen right now, Tyson oh, Fury has fired some shots at Dillian down bad White. And basically, Tyson Fury is coming at it from a bit of a what I'd call a zesty angle. Yeah? Can't lie to you. Tyson Fury went on IFL TV a few days ago, and that was, in my opinion, a bit of a classic interview. He said, "Listen, but in fact, I haven't covered it yet, but just to give you man a quick preview, quick time, yeah, just to give you man a quick leaked preview, exclusive preview." Tyson Fury punked the life out of Dillian. He said, "Listen, truth is, Dillian's perfect next because I needed an easy fight. I needed a warm up fight. Yeah." He'll work nicely. I didn't want anything too strenuous. I could do with just knocking out a bum, and Dillian would do just finely. Now, in terms of banter, as far as fighting bars go, that's the kind of talk I like to hear. Yeah, that is literally, I don't know what you'd call it, but that's the perfect way of saying things. Oh, you know what? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I need a good bum to wash. Yeah, I've been having plenty of practice with baby Athena. With dirty bottoms, and Dillian, listen, Dillian got a big bubbly dirty bottom. I'm gonna wash it for him, 100%. Yeah, that bum's getting washed. I got all the practice. Yeah, I got a newborn, 2-month-old newborn. All the bums I'll be washing right now. What? What you think? What? You think having to wash Dillian's does it make any difference? Yeah, I've got a newborn, 2-month-old. Listen. No, 100%. Put Dillian in the buggy and wheel him round to mine, and I can give his bum a good wash as well. Whilst we're at it, yeah. Baby Athena, give it a good wash, and then wash Dillian's too, no doubt. That kind of banter is my kind of banter. However, the reason I give you that context is because, for whatever reason, to be fair, we do know Tyson Fury can be a bit hot and cold, a bit all over the place. Either way, Tyson Fury went from the smoky bars to some zesty bars. Yeah, so like I said, you see on your screen right now, it's Tyson Fury's zesty bars. Because about 24 hours after he put out the fiery bars about how he going to wash Dillian Whyte bum for him quick, he now saying, "I thought he was cool," and then posted pictures of Mr. Down Bad White, Mr. Dillian Down Bad White. And so Tyson Fury posted, "I thought he was cool. Funny how people treat you when you are good to them. World's gone mad. Hashtag 13%. Now that 13% allegedly is basically saying that he wants to pay Mr. Down Bad White 13% of the pay-per-view, or the purse rather. So, listen, like I said, this is for me a bit zesty. I thought he was cool. Listen, you was talking about how you're going to wash his bum for him. Let's leave it at that. That's the kind of thing we want to hear. And now we appreciate that you're a bit bipolar and whatnot, and you're hot and cold and whatever else, but listen, leave the zestiness at home. Leave it at home. And no one trying to see no zestiness from the heavyweight world champion. Yeah? You saw what he did to Wilder. No matter what no one says, Wilder is an athlete, and Wilder, to his credit, came to fight. And Tyson Fury washed him for him. 100%. Yeah? Tyson Fury at the moment, he stay washing bums. No doubt. That's just what it is. A lot of people come to me mad. YB, you're a turncoat. YB this, YB that. Listen, YB that's telling you what it is. And in fact, one thing I will say right now is the fact that I'm giving Tyson Fury credit, but I'm giving Tyson Fury credit for his smoky bars the other day. The ones about how he don't mind wheeling Dillian Whyte round in a buggy. Yeah, and Dillian and baby Athena go on a little play date, and then afterwards he can wash Dillian's bum for him as well. Yeah, 100%. But on that note, I will say that it's all well and good having them bars, but end of the day, let's get the contract signed. However, we know that WBC thing's a bit weird and whatnot, so I'm not even sure at this point in time. I'm not even sure Tyson Fury has that power. What can he do? The WBC, they're the big dogs. Now, obviously, I think it's fair to say that it's a fair assumption that if Tyson Fury put his foot down and said, WBC, I want him now and I want him bad. Yeah? I can't stop thinking about him. Yeah? I'm thinking about Dillian Whyte more than the YB's thinking about Tyrone. Well, listen, if Tyson Fury said that, the fight would be done. WBC would be like, oh, what, more than the YB thinking of Tyrone? You got that fight. That fight's done right now. Yeah? Must be mandated. Today. 100%. Yeah? So yeah, I do think, like I said, if you're going to drop the fire bars, make sure you back it up. And to be honest with you, people, or anyone who understands marketing, that there is a great marketing move. If Tyson Fury came out now here and said Dillian, or came out and said WBC, get me the mandatory right now. Yeah? I am rock hard for this man. I want him now. Not 6 months, not arbitration, now I want him. If Tyson Fury came out and did that, I'd be gassed, and I think everyone else would be gassed. Let's stop doing all this. I'm not sure where it came from. I'm not sure where all this zestiness came from in the sport, where it's kind of cool to be, oh, I've got other things, and I'm on the other side of the street, and I'm going a different direction, and I've got Joe Joyce, and I'm not sure where that kind of stuff came from, but I'm telling you now, especially in 2021, when fans are used to sports becoming political, the best thing now would be Tyson Fury coming out and demanding the WBC get him his food. Yeah? Tyson Fury should come out right now and say, WBC, I am starving. Feed me. Yeah? I must have some of that Dillian Whyte food. I must have some of that Dillian Whyte pack to smoke on. 100%. Tyson Fury demands to smoke the Dillian Whyte pack. The down bad Dillian pack. Yeah? The Dillian down bad pack. He wants some of that. He wants to smoke some of it. 100%. That's what I spoke to him. I spoke to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury said, YB, I want to try some of that new Dillian Whyte pack and smoke some of it. 100%. Yeah? Smoke some of that good Dillian pack. No doubt. So, back to this original thing though. Listen, it's zesty. Yeah? I spent about 5 minutes just now talking to you about what would be fire bars. This is zesty, man. I don't care what no one says. We was cool and you fighting. Yeah? You're about to go and get stuck in, or I hope so. I hope you're not trying to pull no another move. The way you be talking right now, the way Tyson Fury dropping some of these zesty bars about how, where's we call? Where's my friends and world's gone mad and you know, all that kind of stuff. He was calling. World's gone mad. All that kind of business. He's talking about, I thought we was cool and the world's gone mad and all that kind of. Listen, you're in the fight game, man. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it's not that personal, is it? And you got to remember as well. For example, Tyson, do you remember when you wanted David Haye, for example? Now, I get it to an extent, because you could argue that you weren't really friends with David Haye, but then again, I'm pretty sure you've sparred with David Haye before you went pro, kind of thing. So either way, the point is, do you remember when you wanted David Haye and when you wanted Vlad? Yeah, you wanted them badly, and for a given period of time, they were playing games. Well, David Haye certainly was playing games. So the point is, I'm not saying you're playing games directly, but the point is, Dillian is just coming from a position of he wants to fight. It's not about friends or not friends. He wants it. He wants what you've got. You've got a belt. And to be fair, I know you haven't had a whole lot of experience defending titles, but it's not personal. It's just business. Yeah? Dillian just wants his fair shake. And what gets me is, in fact, to be honest, we don't even have to spell this out like I've just been doing, because deep down, Tyson must know. In fact, we know he knows that what I'm saying is correct. How do we know that we know he knows? Because he himself came out, and his pops came out. Sometime in the last 3 months, they both came out and said, it's not right what's been happening with Dillian. So, what are we doing here? I'm not sure I'm not sure what kind of zesty angle you're going for here with the whole, oh, poor me, and oh, we used to be friends and I've been betrayed, I've been done like John Fury's chin, I've been completely, I'm saying, I've been done like my pops' chin and been completely betrayed again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you man tell me. From what you see here, do any of you believe Tyson Fury has been betrayed by Dillian Whyte to the extent, or the same, or to a similar level, or in a similar way that John Fury was betrayed by his chin? I don't think so. Yeah, Tyson, I think it's unfair that you're putting them two separate events in the same category, because listen, there isn't no one, not even Jesus, could say that he was done by the next Roman dons worse than John Fury was done by his chin. No one, no man has been betrayed like John Fury was betrayed when he was in there with the Black Skellington. Yeah, the Black Skellington, listen. Oh, sorry, John Fury's chin, when he went toe to toe with the Black Skellington, wow, that was bad. Yeah, that was the ultimate betrayal. Yeah, when I have children, or if I have children, I ain't going to teach them about Judas. I'm going to teach them about John Fury's chin. Yeah? Because no one, in fact I'm going to show them the video and say, listen, that there is something biblical. Make sure you're never done like that. Make sure you don't never do no one like John Fury's chin did him that day. Yeah? Like I said, that was the ultimate betrayal. The one time think about all the things John Fury has talked about how hard and rock solid he is. And the one time he needed some of that rock solidness, he called out, looking at his toes curling. Wow! And the worst thing is, he actually looking, his neck was clenching. His neck was clenching, and he looking at his toes. Also clenching. Wow! Yeah? Biblical clenching. Now, listen, the point is, people, Tyson, right now, we want to hear you talk about how you want Dillian. In fact, no, we want you to put pressure on WBC. Is he going to do that? I'm afraid to say I don't think he will. Why? Because from what I've heard, I mean, Fish Eyes just came out today and started banging about, oh, the WBC haven't mandated anything and Dillian's not next and we don't have no mandatory. So, like I said, Tyson isn't going to come out and stick it on WBC because from what I understand, I'm the one, don't forget people, I'm the one who told you this 2 weeks ago. I was hearing the WBC have been touched by Fury Associates. Yeah, don't forget Martin Carefoot. Oops. Martin Carefoot. What do we know about him? Martin Carefoot, he got touched too. Yeah? So I'm hearing WBC have been touched by Fury Associates. And that's why Dillian Whyte thing's a bit sus. Now, in my own mind, I can't understand. And this is the thing. People say, why be you're a Fury hater? Fury would never duck Dillian. Look what he did to Wilder. This is the thing, I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I will say is, whilst I'm not disagreeing that it doesn't make, whilst I agree, it doesn't make any sense for Tyson Fury to try and duck Dillian Whyte. What I will say is that Tyson Fury never makes sense. YB, what do you mean by that? YB, back it up with some evidence. Okay. The evidence that proves Tyson Fury never or seldomly makes sense is, look at the whole Deontay Wilder fiasco. Yeah? Tyson Fury smoked Deontay Wilder's boots. Nonetheless, when Tyson Fury decided he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder, for whatever reason, God knows what, he chose to go to court and be held up for 18 months. That's what Tyson Fury does when he doesn't want to do something. So my point is, I don't need to know whether he would or whether he wouldn't fight Dillian. All I'm saying is, it's not looking good right now. Tyson Fury will do what he wants to do as such. Literally. Like, for all we know, Dillian Whyte going to end up in court with Tyson Fury again. Because that's what happened with Deontay Wilder, did it not? I can't explain why, because I think he beats Dillian. But it's the same way I couldn't explain why he forced Deontay Wilder to take him to court. That didn't make no sense either. But it happened for 18 months. And by the way, people out there saying, no, there's no way it can happen again. Why couldn't it? It's not like the WBC. Listen, the WBC could have stepped in at any point during the Wilder and Fury problems. They could have stepped in and said, listen, we don't care about arbitration. We're ordering the fight. Bottom line. Did they do that? No. And that shows a bias to who? Team Fury. The WBC could have been and should have been neutral and should have said, we neutrally rule on July 2020. You two need to get it on, regardless of anything else you got going on. We've decided that. They didn't do it. They were silent for best part of 2 years. And that only benefited Tyson Fury. Where did that benefit and loyalty come from? Bear in mind that Deontay Wilder and Mauricio were having some deep relationship things. Yeah? They was in a polygamy thing, 100%. With some next Don. There was 3 Dons. Yeah? In some mad fruity zesty thing. There was Deontay Wilder, Mauricio, and some man called Fernando Alonso. Yeah? They was all in some zesty fruity thing together, 100%. But anyway, the point is, people, Mauricio Suleiman, for whatever reason, betrayed his alleged lover, Deontay Wilder, for Tyson Fury. Why would he do that? Why would Mauricio Suleiman betray that strong bond with Deontay Wilder? I mean, never mind strong bond, that literal bond, yeah? That wood bond, that hard wood bond, yeah? Allegedly, Deontay Wilder and Mauricio Suleiman have been bonded with a big bit of hard wood in between them. Yeah? Apparently, Deontay Wilder put his wood in one of them ones. 100% confirmed. But again, why would the WBC president betray his hard wood lover? Yeah? Exactly. He'd been touched. He's been otherwise compromised. Touched or otherwise compromised. By who? Team Fury. So, now, going forward, that is likely always going to be the case. Team Fury associates, they're busy. Yeah? They're out here. They are out here and busy, yeah? Active is what they say. Active is what AJ would say. 100% confirmed. No doubt. But listen, the bottom line for me is, as I've been saying, let's just scrap all... Tyson, please hear this. Let's scrap all the courts, scrap the WBC and come out, yeah? And what you need to do, I'm telling you this the thing, I'm unbiased. I'm not a Fury fangirl, I'm not a Fury hater. So what I say is true. And what I'm saying is, what the best thing for your brand and your image right now is to come out and say and start putting pressure on the WBC. And to start promoting this fight with Dillian. And to be honest, I haven't got a problem, yeah, with Fury saying, I only want to pay you 13%. As long as you say you want the fight, if that makes sense. If you want to try and punk Dillian in negotiations, so be it. But start banging the drum for this fight. Because that's only going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit your legacy, benefit your pocket, and benefit the fans. We want to hear fighters be on it for these fights. Rock hard for the fights. I don't want to hear that, Tyson Fury got forced into a mandatory. We don't want to, or God forbid, Tyson Fury gets forced into a mandatory 18 months after waiting. All that does is sour the fans against your brand. For what? Come out, hop on it, and have a go on Dillian. That's what I'd be thinking if I was in your team right now. Why not? It don't make no sense, people. So put all these zesty pictures away and zesty tags about how you've been done wrong. Listen, forget all that. Let's get on it. No doubt.